tires are the best way to customize any vehicle, and our Tacomas are no exception. Whether you intend to do some serious off-roading or just cruise down the highway, there are options for you. However, here are some things to know before diving in. Between 1995 and 2018, Toyota did have varying sizes of wheels and tires for the Tacomas. Even one model year may have different sizes depending on the model you get, base model, pre-runner, etc. If you've got stock wheels, it's best to check your manual to see what the factory tires are supposed to be. That doesn't mean different size tires can't fit, and it doesn't mean that you can't change your wheels. That's where customization comes in. Your lug pattern is also something to consider if you plan on changing your wheels. You're most likely going to have 5 or 6 lug patterns. Which one you have depends on your model, but you can always take a quick glance or check your manual. In most cases, a 4x4 or pre-runner is going to have a 6 lug pattern, 5.5 inch or 137.7 millimeter medium offset, and the rest will have the 5 lug pattern, 4.5 inch or 114.3 high positive offset. Regardless if you want traction or looks, a bigger tire on our trucks is a good way to go. From the factory, we have room for a larger tire, but how big can we go? There are a few things to keep in mind when selecting your big tires. Speedometer calibration. Your speedometer and odometer will be affected. Both are calibrated by the factory to work with the factory wheel and tire size. Your speed is calculated by the number of rotations your wheels are making. If you pick bigger tires, you increase the circumference around the tire, so the distance around it is longer. Here's an example. Your 2017 TRD Pro has stock tires that are 265/70 R16, but you put 265/60 R18s on instead. Your speedometer will read 50 miles an hour, but you're actually going 49.86 miles per hour. That's not a huge difference, but if you drive it frequently and plan on keeping it for a while, your odometer will show a false reading. You can reprogram your truck for a new wheel and tire size to avoid this issue. Power loss. A more noticeable issue with larger tires is loss of power. When you increase the diameter of your wheel, you effectively decrease your rear axle ratio. This will cause a reduction of torque upon acceleration. Lift kits and spacers. Keep in mind that you can only increase your tire and wheel size by so much until you need to lift your truck, get new wheels, or start trimming. Just remember the 3% rule. Basically, you can increase your tire height or width by 3% before having to change your ride height or wheels. In numbers, this is about 1 inch of height for every 0.3 inches of width. If you lift your Tacoma, you can get away with bigger tires. A good way to remember how big a tire you can have is to think 1 inch. 1 inch of lift can allow 1 inch more of height on your tires. This does not apply to the width of tires. Width depends on the back spacing of your wheels. And now here's a legal note. If your wheels and tires are wide enough to where they extend beyond the body of your truck, you may have to buy fender flares or mud flaps to cover the excess protrusion. Some states in the United States require wheels to be covered. Check your state laws to be on the safe side. To make things easier, we have a chart available on EmpireOffroad.com that shows the max tire size you could have for up to 3 inches of lift. Check the link in the description. When it comes to buying tires and rims, there are plenty of options to choose from. It all depends on your budget, where you're planning on driving, and personal taste. What looks good to you might not look good to someone else. To help you out, however, let's take a look at some popular options. BF Goodrich KO2s. For people with 16-inch wheels, a common choice on the forums are the 265/75 R16 KO2s by BF Goodrich. You can generally get them for around $150 to $180 each. Reviews on Tire Rack rate them at around 9 out of 10 stars. Tacoma users say they have some great snow traction, and they have a long life to them. General Grabber AT2s. For about $150 each, taco drivers on 17-inch wheels tend to like General Grabber AT2 265/70 R17s. They are aggressive looking, and they seem to perform well on and off-road, and have a long life. If you're looking for the max tire size on a 17-inch wheel without lifting your truck, well, this could be the choice for you. Cooper Discoverers. At the same size as the Grabbers, Cooper's Discoverer is a common option as well. Though not as rushed after as others, it still gets decent reviews, and at less than $150 each, they're a pretty good deal. For day-to-day driving, it's an all-around good tire. A final option, while closer to the $200 mark, is the Nitto Terra Grappler G2. They are an aggressive-looking, all-terrain tire with good reviews. The Nittos are popular on a number of off-roading sites, which should give you confidence in them being able to conquer most terrains. Now that we've gotten through some of the more popular tires Tacoma owners lean towards, let's dive into wheels by starting with discussing offset. Wheel offset. One of the more common questions people have when they start looking at wheels is, what on earth is offset? The offset of a wheel is the distance from its hub mounting surface to the center line of the wheel. Offset can only be one of 3 types: zero offset, positive offset, and negative offset. These are all measured in millimeters. Zero offset. The mounting surface is even with the center line of the wheel. Positive offset. The mounting surface is located in the front half of the wheel, closer to the wheel face. You will typically never find these on a Tacoma. Negative offset. The mounting surface is located in the back half of the wheel, closer to the back lip flange. This moves the wheel out away from the vehicle brakes and suspension. The wheels you see on many lifted Tacomas are typically going to have negative offset. Popular Tacoma wheels. Fuel off-road assault wheels. Fuel off-road assault wheels are probably one of the most aggressive looking aftermarket wheels you could buy for your Tacoma. These wheels feature a one-piece cast construction to ensure maximum stiffness while keeping the weight of the wheel low. They are extremely durable and will make your truck look like $1,000,000. They typically run around $150 to $250 per wheel. Hilo HE 878 wheels. The Hilo HE 878 wheels provide more of a rugged look for your Toyota Tacoma. They provide extreme attention to detail to give you the look and style you're looking for. They typically run around $160 to $260 per wheel. KMC XD301 wheels. The KMC XD301 wheels are built for Tacoma owners looking for an extremely lightweight, strong, and yes, race-tested wheel. These wheels are road tough and provide a perfect balance of performance and reliability. Just because they're lightweight and race-tested, don't think for a minute that they won't hold up to off-roading, because they will, and Tacoma owners love them. They typically run about $140 to $200 per wheel. Method MR306 mesh wheels. The Method MR306 mesh wheel is crafted from a single piece of strong, lightweight aluminum alloy. It features a split, six-spoke design that gives you a timeless yet aggressive look. This wheel is one of the only wheels on the market that is built with a mesh design with a simulated beadlock on the lip. They typically run about $140 to $200 per wheel. TRD Pro Matte Black wheels. The TRD Pro wheels are definitely my favorite. That's why I have them on my Toyota Tacoma. These 17-inch wheels are matte black and have the red TRD logo in the center. They are machined out of lightweight aluminum and are perfect for giving you a custom look, while retaining the Toyota branding. These are a little on the expensive side, running about $190 to $220 per wheel. In closing, there are tons of options for both wheels and tires for your Tacoma. At the end of the day, it all depends on budget and taste. If you can lift your truck, you have more options. If you can get new wheels, you have more options. As long as you keep in mind the speedometer and odometer changes, as well as potential rubbing issues if you go too big, then you'll be fine. People love to add mods to their Tacoma trucks, so make your truck yours. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe. For tons of articles and products for your Tacoma, check out EmpireOffroad.com. Show off your Tacoma on the Empire Off-Road Facebook page. Thanks for watching.